Janice here from Style Life with Janice, and welcome back to my channel where I do all things vlogs, lifestyle, fashion, a little bit of luxury, just whatever I feel like, guys. So today is Saturday, October 12th, and I'm actually on my way to the cider mill, me and my son, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me. So thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, please comment, like, and subscribe. So I'm going to do something a little bit different, guys. I just kind of wanted to add my 2 cents about building wealth. So I want to talk to you guys about multiple ways of building wealth. Of course, YouTube is one of them. Owning property is definitely a popular one. Investing in property, other buildings, that's another one. But I hardly see people talk about insurance, and probably because it doesn't come across my feed, specifically life insurance. And it got me to thinking, I have a family member I had a couple family members who sold whole life insurance or life insurance, and so I had one of them give me a quote for my entire family, and I just wanted to talk about that. So if you are like in your 20s and 30s, take a look at purchasing a whole life insurance policy or a universal policy, because this is the best time to do it when you're that young. Because like 20 years ago, I purchased a term life insurance policy from a family member, and he and his wife, they both own and operated a State Farm's insurance. So he sold me and my husband a policy, and it was great at the time, and it was definitely cheaper, because the younger you are, the cheaper it is. So we signed up, and I believe it was like $50-something for the both of us. So I just had them take out, I just had it coming out of my checking account, and it was great at the time. But it was a term life policy, and at the time, even though it was cheaper, it only lasts about 20 years or until you're about 75. So now it's getting ready to expire, because it's been about 20 years for us. So now I'm looking to convert it into a whole life insurance policy, and that is going to be expensive, just because we're 20 years older, and we had like $100,000 on the policy. While it's good to have some type of policy, because you never know what can happen, I wish we would have signed up for a whole life insurance policy, because again, the younger you are, the cheaper it is. You get to hang on to those prices, because a term life policy is pretty much like paying rent. It's okay to pay rent, but it'll never be yours, and that's the point. And another good thing about a whole life policy is that it's connected to the S&P stock market. So it grows year after year. Also, you can borrow from it. So I feel like it's a great way to have some type of security. And I know a lot of times sometimes when you're in your 20s or 30s, people just don't think about those things. Because I know when I was that age, I know I didn't. Despite some of my friends and relatives trying to tell me something different, of course I didn't listen. And, at that age bracket, a lot of people don't. But there are a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, of course, that are very savvy people out there, very smart. I wasn't one of them at that age. So now that I'm older, I realize that, you have to really be creative about these things and think outside the box regarding wealth and finances, or anything concerning life. I talk about financial security, with my kids, and, I had her give me a quote for my son and for my daughter for a universal life insurance policy, and was able to get a decent price for the both of them, because they're in their 20s. So again, it's best to get it young, because it goes by your age, your gender, your health, and it's less expensive, and it grows value. Again, because it's hooked up to the S&P index, and you can also borrow from it. I just think it's a great way to build wealth. I'm going to have my daughter get the policy for the both of them so they can have a little bit of security. We are here at the cider mill and it's still packed out here. I thought it would have emptied out a little bit, but it's still crowded, so we have made it and just trying to find a parking spot. So can't wait to eat a donut and drink some cider. And this place, it's a nice place, but I do wish it was a little bigger because it's so small. And it's like you can barely get in here.
It's still locked.
Oh. So here we go. All right, guys, we are here. That's my son.
What's up?
So it's, I think, so they close at 6. So let me tell you. But the donuts are so good. Can't wait to try it. So this is what it's looking like. There's the line for the cider. And up here, alright, so here is the pie
You tap down when you're ready.
that I'm getting. They have the apple. These are some other candies that they have.
Apple pie cheesecake. Never had that in my life before. This is my
Well,
first time.
apples and cheese are good, so it's going to be good. Guys, here is the donut. So good. He's tearing his up. Breathe. They just hungry.
I'm starving. I've eaten since 2 o'clock.
I only had a boiled egg. It's gonna be a you problem too when we go straight home.
All
Alright, I'm back, guys. So another way to make money as well is to put your money in a high yield savings account. That's another way to grow your money. And I didn't even know that, like, my daughter knew about the high yield savings account because she has her money in one instead of just putting it in the bank, because they give you pennies on the dollar. And the high yield savings account, you can get like 4 to 5%. So just another way to think outside the box and let your money work for you while you're sleeping. So, like, and for me, retirement age is about 65. And so if both of them continue to work into that age, it'll be like another 30, 40 years that they would have to work. But just think how much that whole life insurance policy would have grown by then. And also the high yield savings account, just another source of income that they can have while paying a lock fee that will never increase. So guys, just giving you another option to grow wealth is all. Also, one of my girlfriends, she purchased a building. She has a hair salon, and she purchased another piece of property. It's like a door down from her hair salon. And she had her grand opening, and we went and everything. It was so nice. It holds about 50 to 60 people. It has a dance floor, the bathroom, the kitchen, everything that you need for a hall. And which I thought was so smart of her to do that, because again, you gotta be creative out here, guys. There ain't no telling what's gonna happen to Social Security and all of that. So she is definitely growing her wealth, and I'm so proud of her. She put a lot into that building, and it looks damn good. And she's already booked and busy. And she's such an inspiration to her family and to her friends, just people around her. I'm so happy for her, and I'm so proud of her. And like I said, it just got me to thinking about retirement, because I am older, and some of us may not have a lot to retire off of. So for me personally, I am dependent on my 401k and Social Security. But then again, you never know what's going to happen with Social Security, which is why I started this channel, hoping to grow and have some security from this channel. So just being around people who inspire you, just got me to thinking, what's stopping me from purchasing property or putting my ideas into the universe? The only thing that's stopping you is fear, and God didn't put the spirit of fear in you. Well, nothing beats a failure but a try. So you have to get out here and try. You know, as long as you are on this earth, there's an opportunity for you to, you know, make a better life for yourself. And I just feel like there's enough out here for everyone. Yeah, so that is my 2 cents. Again, you know, why I'm on this YouTube channel, hoping that I can help someone have a successful journey along the way. So you just have to get out of your head that you don't have anything to offer the world, because you do. You can learn from anyone. You can get advice from anybody. So you just have to put God first in everything that you do. And that's always a work in progress for me. I'm just saying, you know, let your money work for you, whether that's buying a property, a home, a condo, a high yield savings account, a whole life insurance policy, whatever the case may be. You have to have multiple ways of earning income, because it's rough out here in these streets. Just to have some security for yourself. When you're young, I know a lot of people like to move into apartments, but think about, you know, just buying a piece of property, because even if you don't live there, you can always rent it out if that's the route you want to go. I wish I would have did that when I was younger, but I was just too hard-headed. Anyway, I want to give you a nursing tip as well, especially for like new nurses. So when you are starting out, I feel like you should get some type of study guide, like the Saunders NCLEX review book. That helps a lot. When I was in school, I love that book. It covers all the systems that you're going to cover in school. It breaks them down to help you understand it, and it gives you quizzes. I just think it's a great NCLEX book. I think mine was the Saunders Comprehensive NCLEX book. So, you know, it'll help you, you know, with your concepts. The goal is to get your hands on as many review questions as possible, because nursing school is all about concepts. It's not about memorization, it's about concepts. Yeah, a couple of my friends just started nursing school, and I told them the exact same thing, to get a NCLEX study review book, because it will help tremendously. Alright guys, trying to talk and pay attention to the road at the same time, and I think the road is winning. Usually flip my hair to the side because it's like I sit on it, or my back is up against it and it pulls, and then plus I don't want the oils to get on my seat. I need to get a seat cover or something. So yeah, we are going to what is it? We're going to get some pizza at the Motor City Brewery. So that's where we're headed. I hope there's no games or anything, because I know the Tigers played the other day, and if there's a game, we can forget it. We're gonna be going someplace else. All right guys, we have made it to our destination. There is the Jolly Pumpkin over there. President Obama visited the Jolly Pumpkin. This is where we are going, guys. Motor City Brewery. So, and it's raining out here. Didn't know it was gonna rain today. So here we are.